Big Sky is one of those ski resorts that can feel overwhelming the first time you visit. It's physically large, the terrain is spread out, and there are many different areas that all ski very differently depending on weather, snow, and time of day. On a trail map, everything looks exciting. In reality, some areas ski better than others depending on conditions. That doesn't mean any one area is bad, it just means Big Sky rewards skiers who are a little thoughtful about where they spend their time. There are many different ways to ski this mountain, and a lot of it comes down to personal preference. Some people like long, open runs. Some prefer steeper terrain. Others want trees, bumps, or terrain that changes throughout the day. I've been to Big Sky Resort a few times now, and I'm not claiming to be a local or an expert on every corner of the mountain. But over multiple trips, I've noticed that I naturally return to the same lifts over and over again. These lifts are easy to access, they serve terrain that skis well in a range of conditions, and they fit how I personally like to ski. They also let me ski advanced terrain while still having opportunities to ski with my wife without feeling like we're on completely different schedules all day. This isn't a ranking of the best runs at Big Sky, and it's not meant to be a complete guide. It's simply a look at the lifts I personally find myself riding repeatedly when I want a productive, enjoyable day of skiing. This video is part of a series we are calling Lifts to Lap. When I say lap, I don't mean the most famous lift or the run you ski once just to say you did it. I mean the lifts you keep riding because they consistently give you good skiing throughout the day. At large resorts like Big Sky, choosing the right lift at the right time matters. Picking the wrong lift can mean long lines, poor snow, or spending more time getting around the mountain than actually skiing. The goal of this series isn't to tell anyone how they should ski a resort. It's to share how I personally end up skiing it once the novelty wears off and I just want good runs. At Big Sky, these are 3 lifts that help simplify the mountain and make it feel more manageable. The first lift I want to talk about is Powder Seeker. This lift may not be the most talked about at Big Sky, but it is often where I start my day. Powder Seeker is a great lift to lap for a few unique reasons. It is a high-speed 6-person heated lift with the Big Sky blue bubbles to keep you warm. The lift only takes 3 minutes to ride from the base to top station, so you can get a lot of laps in while you're in this area. The skiing here is contained within a defined bowl, with incredible views of the mountains and the resort. It includes a variety of named black runs, but can easily be tailored for you to take your own line and avoid crowds. One of the main runs directly under the lift is steep and deep. It offers a straightforward way down the bowl that skis well after storms. It's a good reference run if you're new to this area and want to get oriented. There are also other points to drop into the bowl that offer steeper and varied terrain. These are all black runs on the map. You can also turn right off of the lift to hit some blue runs that head back down to the lift if you're looking for something a little less steep. I spoke with a ski patroller who mentioned that snow tends to blow into this bowl during storms. This explains why this area often feels filled in and consistent, even when some other areas of the mountain are skied off and icy. Another thing I like about this lift is that you're not locked into one exact route. You can ski the named runs or take slightly different lines between them and get a different experience each lap without needing to move to a new lift. The pitch across this area is steep enough to stay interesting, but not so steep that it feels stressful. That makes it a good place to repeat runs without getting mentally or physically worn down. Because the terrain spreads people out, this may feel less crowded than other parts of the mountain. There isn't one obvious funnel where everyone piles on to the same run. There are several places you can drop into the bowl. If conditions aren't great on the mountain, Powder Seeker may be the lift to lap to find decent snow. The second lift I want to talk about is Ramcharger 8, and this is one of the most important lifts for how I ski Big Sky. Ramcharger sits in a very useful part of the mountain. It's fast, easy to access, and it serves a wide range of terrain that skis well throughout the day. No matter the conditions, I usually find myself coming back here. This is also the lift I rely on most when I'm skiing with my wife and still want to ski more challenging terrain myself. One of my favorite runs off this lift is Spotted Elk. It's a black run through the trees with consistent moguls, and it's a great example of why Ramcharger works so well on mixed days. I can peel off and ski something that's a little technical, while my wife can stay on nearby blues if she wants that are still fun and uncrowded. We end up back at the same lift without it feeling forced. The double blues around the ambush run make for a fun combination of groomed and ungroomed terrain. It's accessible enough that it fits naturally into a day where you're not trying to go hard on every run. Depending on coverage and conditions, what's fun here can change, but that adaptability is kind of the point. That balance is what makes Ramcharger such a good lift to lap. It lets different types of skiing coexist without anyone feeling like they're compromising. I can ski something technical and demanding, while my wife can choose terrain that feels comfortable and enjoyable for her, and we still end up back at the same lift without any complicated planning. Early in the day, Ramcharger is great for smooth, flowing skiing. Later on, it still works if you want to slow things down and choose your runs carefully. Ramcharger might not be the steepest or most dramatic lift at Big Sky, but it's one of the most practical. It gives you options, it keeps the day moving, and it's a lift I consistently enjoy repeating. The third lift, and the one I associate most with more advanced skiing at Big Sky, is Challenger. The terrain off Challenger is steeper and more consistent than many other parts lower on the mountain. Instead of short pitches broken up by flatter sections, you get longer runs where the slope stays challenging from top to bottom. There are several standout runs here that are worth calling out by name. 17 Green is the most direct line back to the bottom of Challenger. It is a relatively steep black. You can also turn off to the right to head into St. Alphonse Trees and the Forbidden Forest runs if you're looking for glades. There are also nearby steeper lines and variations that let you adjust how challenging you want the run to be without changing lifts. Timing matters on Challenger. I've found mid-morning to early afternoon tends to be the sweet spot. Too early and it can feel crowded. Too late and the snow can be more worn down. But when you catch it at the right time, Challenger delivers exactly what you're hoping for. Long, challenging runs that reward good skiing. If you're an advanced skier and you only spend extended time on one lift at Big Sky, this might be the one. On a full day at Big Sky, I rotate between these 3 lifts and others. If I'm looking for better snow when other areas of the mountain are skied off or icy, I head to Powder Seeker. When I want variety or I'm skiing with my wife, Ramcharger becomes the center of the day, with runs like Ambush for me and Ambush Meadows or nearby options for her. When I want to focus and ski something more demanding, I head to Challenger. Big Sky is enormous, and there are many other great ways to ski it. This is simply what works for me. You may want to ride the Lone Peak Tram or head to some of the more famous and intense terrain, and that makes sense. But when my goal is to get in a lot of solid runs, these are the lifts I keep returning to. And that's the idea behind Lifts to Lap, helping skiers find solid lifts to hit when they are looking for good skiing and don't have the time to explore the whole mountain. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you ski Big Sky differently or have additional recommendations for us or our viewers, please drop them in the comments. And please subscribe to the channel for more Lifts to Lap and additional outside office hours content.